Hey guys, welcome to another episode of AB in the Films. I just got finished doing the 21 Jump Street review, so that's why I'm wearing the same clothes. You know what I'm going to review. You see the title right up there. So I'm probably going to open up with this, okay? If you give a crap about seeing this movie, and if you haven't seen it yet, I'm just going to say out loud, there are spoilers here, okay? But only if you care about seeing this movie. If you don't care, fine, sit and watch the review anyway. Maybe I might be able to change your mind. I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. A Three Stooges movie. Okay. A lot of people were taken by surprise on that, and a lot of people kind of saw it coming because it's Hollywood's evil ways of taking things we all love and ruining them. Well, that may be true. In fact, it is true. Just watch the Honeymooners movie with Cedric the Entertainer. That's bad. But here's the deal. I just saw this movie today. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, now, hold on a sec. I'm probably going to be all over the place with this movie, so just bear with me on this, okay? First of all, I am a hardcore Stooges fan. I've seen the Three Stooges shorts ever since I was a little kid, like maybe 3-4 years old. My mom always hated the fact that I would watch the Three Stooges because she would always tell my dad, oh, we can't watch that, you know, they're hitting each other, that's not appropriate. Who cares, okay? It's funny. It's the three guys whacking the crap out of each other. That's funny, especially when you're a little kid. That's funny to see. We got ambulances running by the house all the time. That's the way it is in this place. Anyway, this movie was actually in development for a long time. I think I read somewhere that it took the Farrelly Brothers like 12 years into development just to find the right people to play the Stooges. It was worth the wait, okay, because the three men that they hired to play Curly Howard, Larry Fine, and Moe Howard, they got the Stooge stick down perfect, okay? They look like the Stooges, they sound like the Stooges, the slapstick is funny as hell. It's just as funny as the original shorts are, or were, I should say. But I'm going to go back to December of 2011 when I first saw the trailer for this movie, and I think a lot of us were put off by this. Now, when the first trailer came out, I'm talking about when you see the car pull up and they throw the bag and Larry David as a nun gets eye poked. I'm talking about that. We all saw that trailer. We all rejected the idea of that movie. Like, even if you didn't see the trailer, when someone came up to you and said, hey, Hollywood's making a Three Stooges movie, you rejected that idea. Like, that idea is dead. Okay, the original Stooges aren't in it. It's not going to be good. Well, it actually was good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. Now, let me tell you the plot of this movie, okay? Because this movie's an hour and a half. It's not 18 minutes like a normal Stooges short would. This is a full-length movie here. What happens is the Stooges arrive as kids and they get sent off to this orphanage, and years later they're trying to save the orphanage from like someone trying to close it down. Very cliche-like thing. But that's pretty much it. And then the Stooges leave and they try to make money and they get into all these shenanigans just like they would do in the short films, you know? So that's basically the movie in a nutshell. That's what happens. And they just get into one event after another, just trying to raise money. When one idea fails, they go right into the next one, and then the next one, and the next one. And of course, Moe would get pissed and slap Larry and Curly, and Larry and Curly would accidentally slap Moe, and Moe would get pissed and slap them. It's just like the shorts, okay? Because that's what happened. That's why they would slap each other. But here's the thing. Here's what really got me into this movie. Originally, I wasn't going to go see this. I saw the first trailer when I saw The Sitter in the theaters, and I didn't like that. I saw the trailer for this movie. There were two things that went across my mind. One was, okay, a Three Stooges movie, come on. They're not the Stooges. The Jersey Shore's in this, forget it. I'm not paying money to see this. And two, I kind of had to applaud the Farrelly Brothers because I remember reading back in like 2008 they were going to do a Three Stooges movie with Jim Carrey and Sean Penn and some other people had their name attached to it at the time. because this movie took a long time to make, because they spent a long time trying to get people to play the Stooges, because they had to look just like the Stooges and sound like them too. So you kind of had to applaud them on that, because it took them over a decade to get this thing going. And for what they printed out, it was actually really good. Exactly like I said, the three actors who play Curly, Larry, and Moe are really good. Let me tell you how good they were in this, okay? They were so good. Now, this is from my perspective. They were so good that when I saw them playing the Stooges, and especially during the slapstick moments, you actually felt that you were seeing the real Curly Howard, Larry Fine, and Moe Howard. You didn't see, like, Sean Hayes playing Larry. You didn't see that, because, like I was actually watching it, and all of a sudden it dawned on me, wait a minute, Curly, Larry, and Moe have been dead for years. Like, what is... You know, that's how good it was. It actually took me out of it and really got me into the movie. Now, let me talk about the things... Well, let me say one more thing. The first 15 minutes of this movie, they have the Stooges as children, like 10-year-old boys. And the kid actors they found are actually not that bad. But, like, they pretty much got the roles down, too. But that's, like, the first 15 minutes, and then the rest of the movie is them as adults, you know. Now, let's talk about some of the things that the movie didn't do well for me. Some things I didn't like. You can see where the Farrelly Brothers get into this. If you know Farrelly Brothers movies, you will see this movie, you know exactly where they fall in this. Now, I know it's an hour and a half. I know they have to put some more things into this movie. But here's the deal. Like I said, they're trying to save the orphanage. There are these two orphans that keep having these scenes, especially in, like, the first half hour of the movie. Like, they have this scene, one of them is ill and talking about her illness or something, and the other kid, he feels like he's never going to get adopted, and they have this long scene. It goes on for like 3 minutes. When I'm watching that scene, I'm like, yeah, can we go back to the slapstick? I'm here to see that, not this, okay? I understand we need to move the story along to make it a full-length movie, but can we go back to the slapstick, please? You know, because it was that good. There are some scenes when you feel it's really stupid. Now, let me talk about something that everybody wants to hear about, the Jersey Shore stuff, okay? Moe eye-poking Snooki and slapping Mike the Situation. I laughed my ass off to that, because don't you want to do that to the Jersey Shore as well? Okay, so you kind of see why it kind of works. Now, but here's the thing with that. Moe... this is where the spoilers come in. Moe actually does something wrong, and some agents see him, and they hire him to be on Jersey Shore or something, and he just slaps everyone on set. Well, not really a set, because it's not a show, but he just slaps everyone, and they play it over and over again, and that's the thing. Now, that will take you out of the movie. Like, updated jokes, like you know, some guy's trying to sell them an iPhone. Oh, that's funny. You know, basically modern day stuff. Like, I remember there was a Kardashian joke in there, and that joke actually worked. That stuff will take you out of the movie, because the Three Stooges, like, here's the thing. A lot of people were saying, like, why would you put the Stooges in modern times? Why can't you leave them in the 20s, 30s, and 40s when they made the shorts? I think it was a good idea. I thought it was really clever to bring the Stooges into modern times. Like, here's the thing. Forget Hollywood and their evil ways. Imagine Curly, Larry, and Moe, the real Curly, Larry, and Moe, were still alive, and they were still at the same age as they were when they did the shorts. Bring them into modern times, you could get a lot of laughs, and they do. There are a lot of laughs. Like, I remember there was this one scene when they run into one of the orphans who's all grown up, and he tries to sell them an iPhone, and he says, hey, you guys have Facebook? I'll poke you. And they all go like this. That's hysterical. Like, I was laughing so hard to those jokes. But, you know, anyway, it was really good. Now, there's one other thing I should mention about this movie. When I walked in seeing this movie, now originally I wasn't going to go in, but what changed my mind was this. The second trailer of this movie, the one where it starts out with like a Jackass promo or something, and this scene goes on for like 20 seconds in the trailer. It's the three of them slapping each other. Now, this is when I realized that the movie could be good, because for a while I had my doubts. Like, Moe comes up to Curly and he goes, now look what you've done. Me, you started it. And they just slap each other senseless for like 20 seconds. And then, you know, Curly comes in and he goes, no. Oh. Like, that's hysterical. And I remember looking at that and I go, okay, they look like the Stooges, they sound like the Stooges, they got the slapstick down, it could be good. So I walked in. And as I was walking into the movie, I remember saying to myself, boy, wouldn't it be great if they started out the movie like the way the shorts did? Like you hear that doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and like you see their faces and it has like a short, like a title. That's exactly what they do. The movie opens up like that, and the second it opened up, I was like, oh my god, they did. Hollywood, this isn't Hollywood, this is the Farrelly Brothers. The Farrelly Brothers actually sat down, they said, we're gonna make a Three Stooges movie, we gotta do it right. We gotta find the right people, we gotta get the right jokes, we gotta do it the way a Three Stooges movie would be, and that's exactly what they do. And here's how the movie works. The movie's an hour and a half, but they trim it up into like a half-hour Stooge shorts. Let me explain. The movie starts out with like a title card, and it looks like the beginning of a Three Stooges short film. Like they have a title. And I think the first one was Mo Drops In or something like that. Like the way a Three Stooges episode title would be. And the movie begins, and like a half hour into the movie, it fades out, and then the title card comes back up, and then another episode title card would come up, and then it would fade away, and then we would be right back where we left off from the last one, and the movie would proceed, and then they would do it again. And they do this like 3 times, so they split the movie up into 3 different episodes, and that's your hour and a half. And I thought that was really clever. That was a good idea to do that. However, there is one other thing I did not like about this movie. I thought it was kind of a cheap gimmick, but then again, looking back on what I did when I was a kid, because me and 2 of my friends, we would slap the crap out of each other because we would pretend we were the Three Stooges. I remember doing my Curly impression all the time when I was like 10 years old. The Farrelly Brothers come out for like a minute and a half and saying, hey look kids, the stunts in this movie, they were all fake. You see this hammer? It's rubber, you know? And he hits his brother with it. He says, all right, let's hear that. Let's do that again with sound effects. See, it's fake. You know, that I didn't really like. It was a horrible ending, but I see why they did it. Because kids, especially boys who are under the age of 10 or above, will be highly influenced by this movie to slap their friends around, because that's what the Stooges are, okay? I don't have much time left, so you know why I love this movie. I thought it was really funny. I think I might go see it again. It was actually really good. If you like the Three Stooges, and if you're a hardcore Stooges fan, you might end up liking this movie, because I loved it. I laughed the whole time. There are so many funny scenes in this, especially when they get to the slapstick. It can be really funny. If you don't like the Stooges, you're probably not going to like this movie. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. It was well done. And for a Farrelly Brothers movie, it wasn't that bad. There were some things that reminded me of Dumb and Dumber, and there's something about Mary. But it was really good. I give credit to the 3 actors who played the Stooges. I think they did it right. They did it perfect casting. So yeah, that's my review of the Three Stooges movie, and I hope you guys go and see it. Hopefully I might have changed your minds, I don't know, but you might like this. Like, sit down. There are some times in this movie when you're gonna feel, oh, that's stupid, it's stupid. But then there are times when you will be laughing. Just imagine it's the real Three Stooges. That's what I did. I kept doing that. If you don't get involved in the characters, like if you don't think like, oh, they're not the real Three Stooges, imagine it's really Curly Howard, Larry Fine, and Mo Howard, and then watch it, okay? Because you will probably end up liking this movie if you're a hardcore Stooges fan. Okay, I've talked far too long about this movie, so I will see you guys next time. I don't know what movie I'm going to review next, so I hope you guys enjoy my review, and maybe you'll go see it. Take care, guys.